Hey, look at all them fall colors. Awesome. We got a little current. The Ohio River is on the rise. Man, the wind ain't blowing. This is gonna be awesome. I think what I'm gonna do is anchor up on these fish today since we got a little bit of current. All right, guys, I just come through one of my favorite holes. I've caught lots of big fish in before, and I didn't see a thing on the depth finder. Not that first inkling that there was a fish even in this spot. So I'm gonna go down here and look at another couple spots and see if I can locate some fish on the finder. But right now, I'm just not seeing anything. It's just barren desert down below. All right, I think I found a spot on my fish. It's got lots of shad in it, I can see. It's got some drops and some wood cover. It starts at about 32 foot of water and then drops off into about 38 to 40. And we're gonna anchor up on that. As soon as we come off of this drop right here, we wanna anchor so that we're right off the back side of that drop into that cover. Alright, when the boat spins around, we should be on the back side of that drop where those bait fish were and all that wood cover. Alright, there's a good fish right there, but he's under the boat. He may go back to it though. Alright, let's throw some lines out and get started. Alright. Bait's still frozen. It's been sitting out for a couple hours now on our trip down here. This is some stuff I froze in salt, I don't know, a month ago. Whew. Well, I can't cut it. It's still so frozen. I know my knife is sharp, but it'll be some time release scent. That's the only thing I can say. Alright, we're probably only going to throw 4 rods out till we see how the action's going to be. If it's good action, we might throw 2 more out. What I'm doing today was just going to anchor up behind in some current using a Carolina rig. My weights are 8 ounces. And we're just going to pitch them out back. Now this current seam is coming around and hitting this mud bank and bouncing off and heading back through the river in this channel bend. Oh, I feel a lot of stuff down there. I'm already hung up. Can you imagine that? First cast and I'm hung up. But that's how it happens. You break it off and start over. There's nothing you can do about it. Don't sit down there pulling and yanking and jagging. If there's any fish down there, that's gonna scare them. So, I think we're in the right spot though. Let's try this again. Bad thing is, I'm gonna throw it right back out there where it was, because the bottom. I feel like there's going to be a good fish down here somewhere. There he is. He hit bottom. Barely going to move him. We're going to stick him in the rod holder. Alright, next. Number 2, we're going to go deep with number 2. Off this side of the boat, we're running about 56 foot of water. Right on that drop. Man, we got some good current today. There's going to be some fish caught, I do believe. Whew. Still ain't hit bottom. There he is. Alright. I always like to pull mine a couple times, make sure that I get my leader line away from my sinker and the sinker down on to the swivel. And when I'm in current like this, I like to use my 45-degree angle in my rod holders. I just think when the pole loads up a lot better like that, it's better for these circle hooks to grab a hold. Everything's good. Throw him right out the middle. Sling. Man, this is a nice day, guys. Look at all this fall weather. This has got to be my favorite time of year. All right, he's hit the bottom. Looks like I'm only have 3 out for the time being until I get this other one fixed back up. I'm gonna need this for running down the river. Sitting here is not gonna work. All right, guys, stay tuned. We're gonna see if we can get some big fish. I'm gonna rig this other pole up and get it out. That's that line. It's all in that tree too. When I first threw it out and lost that first rig, I threw it right back into that tree. I thought I'd have a little bit better action than that over here, but that's what it's about. Search them out till you find them. There he is. He's not a big one, but it's a little bit of action. We're still trying to figure out where they're at, what they're doing, and what they want. It's been a little bit slower than I like. I don't know how much longer we'll stay in this spot, even though we've caught a fish here. Now, if this was a 50-pound fish, we'd probably stay a little longer, but yeah, that's what I thought. Just an eater. Come here. Nice little pretty fish, but he's not what we're after. Woo! All right. I'm gonna put this bait out one more time because we've got a big head on and a couple other good baits. I'm gonna sit here for another 15 minutes or so, and if we don't get anything, we're gonna move to a different spot. gonna see what this is, guys. This is a big old skipjack head. It could be a little one down there messing with it, or it could be a big old giant. We'll see. It's always encouraging when you see a big piece of bait get some action. That reminds me of the big old flatheads, what that reminds me of. Yeah, that's a flathead bite right there. I almost bet money. And I bet he's close to being hooked already. We're gonna let him roll till that pole really does some bending before I touch it. He's swimming with it. He's swimming sideways with it. He's going to deeper water. I dare not reel down on him just yet. I want him to hook himself. But he may not. If he's starting to swim back upriver, we may not really see a big takedown. I may have to reel down on him. He's still messing. Finicky flatheads. You know, at this point, I've seen it happen many times where he's got the bait, it's in his mouth, he's just laying down there now. As many times I've left it alone like that before and then pick up to go to another spot and have a big old flathead on the end of it that swallowed the bait. I'm going to ease it just a little bit. Felt him hit it again. I think he's on there, but I'm kind of scared to pull right now because the bites have been slim and I don't want to miss him. Oh, I feel him pulling. I think he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it, I think. All right, I'm gonna do the sweep. Oh, there he is, there he is. I got him. I got him. I got him. I bet it's a flathead too. It's the way he bit. And he feels like a pretty nice one. Pretty nice one. not huge, I don't think, but action. Coming under the boat now. And this was on that big old head that I put out there. Big skipjack head. Hey, right there to the back of the boat. Coming up. There he is. Yep, just by the way he bit. Woo! Look at him go. That's what I'm talking about. Them flatheads. Imagine if he was a 40-pounder. Whew. These bad boys can fight. Got him hooked pretty daggone good too. Oh, he's mad. He's mad. All right. Come here, Mr. Flathead. Here we go. He's in the net. Like I say, he's not a huge fish, but if you guys watch the whole video, that's how a flathead will bite a lot of times. Just real slow and easy. They're not like a blue that's just going to slam that rod down and go. Now, I'm not saying they won't on occasion, but for the most part, that's how a flathead's going to bite. You gotta have some patience with them. All right. Down he goes again. Alright guys, it's been kind of slow here. I don't think I'm going to stay. I think I'm going to pack up and move down just a piece. Probably, I don't know, 100 yards or so. And I'm going to set up and try it again. We're just going to kind of bound down through here. We've got some fish located, some small fish, but maybe there's a big one in amongst them. So hang tight.